And let me tell you ladies something. I be talking stuff to my friends all the time about relationships. I think relationships are like anything else, a business. You know, um, if you're not getting what you want, then you go to something else. Sometimes you gotta stop making it personal. Stop giving people all your time. Like when we first see a guy, don't give him no ass. Like just leave him alone for a long time. Just be his friend. Be his support. Show him you could be like a wife and see if he still want to do it to you. Because if he don't want to mess with you, that's all he wanted in the first place. And if he do, he really actually want to be with you after a couple months. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on last year with the side hoes, the side tricks, and all that, but I'm just only saying these things because we need to make this a better community. I feel like a lot of people were targeted to have frivolous relationships, and that's why they've created children or created situations where, we don't have enough organization or direction. We got a lot of emotional feelings out of control. We got a lot of music that inspired us as females to be against our man, and that's the stuff that I think that we consume that we shouldn't be consuming besides processed foods. I think that people don't understand that these songs, these words, they have frequencies, they produce situations, and you wonder why you alone or you always get your heart broken. I mean, you affirmed with Beyonce that niggas ain't shit basically when you was singing Bills, Bills, Bills. And I can't say that it was really a significant issue until it was accepted among our culture through our music that our men are inadequate, which is really not true. They're one of the most creative creatures, and I'm not just talking about black men, and I need to address everybody across the board. We need everybody's support. We can't just block out one group over another. That's still continuing to have a war. You have to consider everybody's wants. And I think that we need to understand as a community, white folks need to understand black people's plight. Black people need to understand white folks' plight. I really think that we've been targeted for profit and we've been targeted for control. So we can be moved out of the way. So we don't ask any questions about things. Things have been done behind our back. And all of the stuff that you've been listening to, all the things you've been watching is total pure T bull. It's a bunch of crap. And I think that's what we really been missing as of lately. These are the things that we're not talking about. We're letting the media spin us. And I think that we won't be prepared if we went to war. I think that we wouldn't be prepared if they gave us the keys back to the community. If we wanted somebody to be elected for president, who would that be? What happened to spirituality and religion? That has been closed off. The school has been shut down. I really think spirituality should be more in depth at this point in time. I think it's time to accept we're coming into this golden age. We're coming into a place of consciousness where we're being awakened. If you want to know the future, all you got to do is look at the astrological charts of the people, of the planet, Vedic, whatever, because at the end of the day, at the same time, on a deeper level, it's really truly whatever you believe. And however you perceive things is how you're going to live and how you're going to behave. So the best thing you can do for yourself is to just really, feel good, feel empowered. Because when you feel weak and you feel like a victim and you feel like things are against you, that's when that starts to play out. Even if that's not your reality, that is what's going to happen. I can guarantee it. We are a spiritual people. I really think that we don't talk about spiritual things enough. We don't have a spiritual community that talks about the truth of spiritual science. Like, I think we do have energy meridians in our bodies. Like, I could feel my energy when I focus on certain chakras or I listen to chakra music, for example, tones. And affirmations do work, tones do work. We can use these things to lift up our community. We can use this technology. We could counsel people individually in their personal lives and troubleshoot. We can take negative energy off of people. We can do Reiki. We can do massage therapy. We don't need certification if somebody's willing to accept with a document that we don't they understand that we just practicing something as an experiment, not a certification. My homegirl was talking about she's tired of needing certification for everything. That's just some place. That's just somewhere for somebody to make money. Because sometimes even people that have certification, they still do the wrong thing. So these are the things I think that we should be addressing in a new society, that we should be petitioning signatures for. Just small ideas, just something to shoot across like a summary. I'm not going to sit there and get into everything. You know what I mean? People might not agree with me, but these are my ideas because this is what I believe will change society, and this is what I think that I'm ready to march for. I'm ready to be down for. Like I have this. I could say I'll be down for something that has order and solutions. I'm not going to be getting involved in someone's cause if it's to break things, if it's to destroy things. I think what needs to be destroyed is the system of oppression. And what needs to be enlightened and focused upon and cultivated is a positive system of expression, that we need to be our true selves and be the energies, God is expressing vicariously to us. And Saturn is Satan is Saturn. Like, it's satanic and it's Saturn. Like Saturnalia is something. It's a celebration, but it's also an energy that occurs when you try to rule and control things. And I feel like they use that energy to do that. They use candles, and they don't tell you that. You can see in the church that they use candles. There's power in the Bible. It's basically magical incantations in the Bible. But see, nobody want to talk about that. Nobody want to be about that life, and I just don't understand that, because really we can have a beautiful place. But I think that when things are rooted in fear, and I think that when people just don't want to do the right thing, then you manifest other things that teach you lessons. I really just basically think that's all that was. I think that was just a whole lesson, like George Floyd. It could be a hoax or not, but it's many, many people that have been killed for no reason to cause a lot of pain. Some people that have died in people's families from illnesses, or they was living a certain life and died. See, now it's not like that. But then you have a situation where somebody just walking down the street, they just chilling, they get stopped by police, they get killed by police. See, now that's not right. And I think that people should get the death penalty for death, period. That's going to inspire people to do the best that they can not to really hurt somebody. And we need to have services, counseling services, where we will show you how to talk to people respectfully, and your family, friends, your lover. We need to have order and not, control. And when they say New World Order, even though that's a derogatory term, it's perceived as something negative, that we do need to have that. And one way or another, we need to order our lives of how we want to do things. We want to have a routine. We want to give a little time to exercise, a little healthy food, a little bit of cake, a little bit of, maybe we cuss a little bit, maybe we drink a little bit. But everything in moderation. It don't have to be out of control. Now we dealing with a situation, people on dope now. People hurting because they bones hurting because they just outlawed kratom, which was a herb that heals pain like opioids, but it don't give you the high effect and it's not addicting. They outlawed that just to sell opioids. This is stuff that's going on. People getting this money, doing this, and doing things to people. And I'm glad that they're evening out the scale. See, now it's things I can appreciate about my government. It's things I can appreciate about my people. It's got to be somebody there doing the right thing. Even if it wasn't, this hope to manifest that. Just try to do that. Let's try to get everybody together at this point in time. So, when they give us the keys, you know what I'm saying, we act right. Because really, that's really what happened. People wasn't acting right. They wasn't doing the right thing. They got lazy. Look up the Serpent Kings. Look up the Nagas. Look up history. That's why black people was frowned upon, because I really think that they put down the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about just war and killing and everything like that. I'm just talking about people just forgot that they were supposed to be helping run the whole society and raising up a whole new type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that racism stuff is competition, and it's because people want to switch identities. And, I mean, you just can't blame people when somebody done came from nothing. But it's all good. Like, I love some stuff about our system in our world, and I hate some stuff about our system in our world. But the only way to really change things is to keep on staying focused, keep powering through. Y'all violated the whole thing just to do a march. Y'all could have been doing petition signatures, so make sure that you do that. Because no destruction had to really come. And I think they trying to do something to do martial law or do whatever, but they human like us. All this stuff is spells. I'm telling you, y'all need to come and get released. Email me, koonce.ali@gmail.com for personal. Spirit.lights@gmail.com if you want to buy a candle, you want anything. They $25 too for 40. It's not a lot.